Welcome back to Cards and Comics. Today I have a pretty huge mail day. And I'm going to start here with cards I got graded. And these are going to be non-sports cards. So if you don't like non-sports cards, just fast forward and we'll get into baseball. The first one here I want to show off is a card I sent off last November to get graded by CGC and autographed by Todd McFarlane. You can see his autograph there. You can see this card is a 2012 Beginnings. And it's the cover to ASM 300, which is kind of one of the most iconic modern comic books, I'd say. It's the first appearance of Venom. I thought it was very cool. I got the 9.5 with the autograph. It looks really sharp in that holder. And what I want to do is get a CGC 9.8 or 9.6, probably more likely. McFarlane signed regular ASM 300 and display them together. So first up was that. I was pretty happy with that because honestly, that was something I didn't know what was going to grade. I've never graded through them, so I was pretty happy with that. Next up isn't something I graded, but I picked up like in the $5 bin. It's a 1994 Skybox DC Stars Superman foil card. I've never seen this card before in my life. It's a 9. You can see the back there. It was made by Skybox, so obviously this existed, and this is F1. And you can see it's got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern. Only 4 of those, so I thought that was pretty cool for like $5. Next up is 3 sketch cards I picked up. So I'm always looking for cool sketch cards, and I do more DC now than I do anything else. First up is a really cool Batgirl, and very nice sketch. This comes out of the Women's of Legend, and the only thing that's bad about this set is it doesn't include the artist. So I think you can see it's a Jomar Bolds, but it would be cool if it was on the back too. But really nice detail. And I just like the bold colors used in the sketch, and it's a really nice sketch. Up next are 2 sketches that are from early on in the sketch time period. I think this is like maybe these are early 2000s sketch cards. First up is DC Universe sketch card, Poison Ivy. Just a really nice, solid, old school sketch. When they didn't do backgrounds, it was just kind of like the character and that's it. And so this is, again, I don't know if it has a year there or not, but I don't think it actually does. I think these are very generic backs because they use them maybe in different sets. And then a character that's very difficult to find in the sketch card is Blue Beetle as Ted Cord. You can see this is Dan Day as the artist. I love this art. This is from a episode or an issue of GLI, Justice League International, and it's actually from a cover. And so I like the fact he chose to use this like horror, like Blue Beetle's face in horror on this sketch card. So that's a really cool throwback to the GLI. Next up is a card I did get graded, and it's on my Instagram. I want to show it off to you guys here who don't maybe check out my Instagram too much. It is a 1997 Batman and Robin Skybox Uma Thurman inserted autographs. So these are insert autographs on card. You can see I got graded autos at 10, graded an 8. It's the highest on the census. It is a freaking nice card. I love this card. I love the fact that she signed it in red. Just goes with the whole vibe of this card. And I got it right next to my Show Murray's Poison Ivy statue. It's just really cool. I'm a huge Poison Ivy collector, from comic book variants to cards to sketches. So very cool to pick up, to get that grade. I've had it raw for a long time, and I finally got it graded. So it felt good to get it back. It was a big ordeal to get it back. They had to go to like multiple places to find it because of how FedEx does stuff. Sometimes it's hard to get them to leave stuff at your door. You have to be there to sign for it, or they ship it back pretty quick to their DCs. Next up is my only hockey card of the video is going to be this one right here. 96 Select Certified Patrick Waugh Mirror Gold. And these are the early Mirror Golds. You can see the eBay authentication is still intact. Really love this 96 set, the OGs, and I think a lot of people view this as one of the better insert sets of all time. I'm just stacking any player I can get right now, and Patrick Watt is a top tier player from the hockey time period this came from. So I'm just grabbing these as I can get them. I don't have that many, but I'm seeing the rubies, the credential cards going skyrocketing up. I do think mirror golds will eventually go the same route, as they are all very limited. And this is a mint 9, so I think it's just a really nice card, and I'm glad I was able to pick it up. Moving on to some football cards next. We'll go through these pretty quick. There isn't anything. There's some pretty cool ones in here, but nothing, as big as I got in baseball coming up. But here we go. Starting off with this really cool looking inscriptions card from Pinnacle and to Barry Sanders. I don't know how rare this card is, but I just saw it and I think I paid $5 for it. I just like it. It's cool looking, and it's fun to have a cheap card that looks really cool like that. I wish they made cards like this today. There you go. Inscriptions, Barry Sanders. Next up is a Topps Chrome. We'll look to see what year it is. It looks like it's 2000. Trying to think what year is it. No, it's 1998. Topps Chrome. There we go. Topps Chrome Quick 6 Refractor Barry Sanders. Love that card. Just a really cool card. And eventually this will get graded if it doesn't have major scratches or something on it. But just love to have these cards eventually graded. Beautiful card. Obviously, if it was numbered 100, it would be worth a ton more. But still a very, very nice Quick 6 Topps Chrome Barry Sanders. Next up, keeping with the Barry Sanders theme, in 1999. Barry Sanders PSA 9 Refractor 1998 Topps Chrome. Again, I think these are all really nice cards, and this goes really nice with my Peyton Manning. Next up is a weird card I picked up just because I just saw it and it was like $5 or $10. I forget what it was, but 2000 finest gold refractor Landis Gary. Can't even talk. It's only 7, but I just wanted to get one of these gold refractors in hand to see what they looked like. Obviously want to get the Barry Sanders at some point, but you can see this one is numbered to 300, which is a little different than in baseball, which these were numbered out of 100. So I don't know if there's some different numbering and these versus baseball, but I thought that was a really cool card just to pick up and to see what they looked like. 2001 Topps Chrome, so you're sensing the theme here. This is Jerry Rice Refractor PSA 9. Really nice card. They're not numbered. Oh, wait a minute. This one is numbered. I'm a liar. Numbered to 999. So that's kind of interesting that they numbered the base cards back in 2001. That's kind of cool. Makes them, obviously now there's 999 of them, but it's still kind of cool that they thought about numbering cards. And they do that sometimes in Topps Chrome as well. Other years, so it was interesting. Moving on to more modern stuff, 17 Mahomes rookie card. Just getting more rookie cards just to, eventually, have, I want to have 4 or 5 nice cards. And this is a one that I don't consider to be super nice. It's one just to have for card shows, honestly. It came up and it was a little under booked. I ended up picking it up. Next up is one definitely, for Josh Allen. For me, I just want to have 1 or 2 nice Josh Allens again to put away. Same way for Mahomes. I just want 1 or 2 really nice cards of his. 1 auto, 1 base rookie card, 1 kind of like rare rookie card. And so this is the rare rookie card for me, number 7 of 99 for Josh Allen. And this is just going to be the parallel I put back, and then hopefully, I have an auto or 2 to put away as well. But this one is very nice, BGS 9.5. And I love those early selects before it got ruined with retail. And last but not least is a Trevor Lawrence Prism. This is the red, white, and blue PSA 9. Again, just to have more Trevor Lawrence cards to take with me to shows when I set up as a dealer. So this was not really something for PC. Last but not least is 2 74 Topps football cards. Joe Green, which I love as a Steeler fan. See the back. It's a PSA 8, but I just love Joe Green. And then next up is a Bob Hayes. There you go. 2 PSA 8s. Again, there was a set break on, and I decided that I wanted to just get a few players. If I could get them cheap, and these two were cheap. I always like the 74 set with the goalpost. I think they look really cool. Just, fun cards to have. All right, moving on to baseball. We'll start with some inserts from the 90s that are not Griffey Jr. We'll start here with this really cool molten metal skybox. I think 1999. Look here to see. These are. I should know this stuff like the back of my hand, but sometimes I forget. Yep, 1999. Molten metal. That's 99, right? It was 99 or 96. Yeah, 99. This is the one number to 500. This one's number 24 at 500. That would have been Griffey. That would have been a number, his actual number. You can see it's laser cut, and again, I have the Griffey right here, which is a 7. I didn't grade this. I bought it graded, but I've got the Griffey here. So now I've got the Griffey and Thomas. This Thomas is not a high grade one, but I may still send it in on a sub just to get it graded so it matches the Griffey. So there you go. I got the Griffey and I got the Frank Thomas. Now all I need is the gold, right? Number to 50. I'm sure that'll be cheapy, right? That'll be an easy one to pull off. We all know, just being facetious on that because it's a big card. Next up, just a weird oddball card I picked up, for me anyway, because Tony Gwynn. I buy too much Tony Gwynn, but I like this set and it was really cheap. It's only an 8, but again, I think it's just a cool set. And this is a card I might do a giveaway with, or for people who just want to have cool inserts from the 90s. That is a cool card. Put the set together. So Call to Arms, Matt Williams, Crusade Green, number 112 of 250. Again, I'm putting this set together slowly and slowly and slowly. So I grabbed that one just to add to the set. I really like this set. I believe this is 2000 Pros and Prospects. Pretty sure it's 2000. Yep, 2000. And this is the A-Rod jersey auto. Really nice on-card auto. This was a big card at one point in my lifetime. I remember this card was going for some good money back when A-Rod was the deal. And so it was cool to pick this up fairly cheap. It's still a really nice card. On-card auto and everything. So, it's kind of my memories of that card were that it was a cool card back in the day. And, even though A-Rod out of favor now, but still a cool card to pick up. One of my favorite sets of all time, 99 SP Signature. I did a video about how I think this is probably the best auto set ever. One of the best auto sets ever created. Willie McCovey. There you go. PSA 9 autograph there. Willie McCovey. There you go. This card, I'm surprised I haven't done a video about yet, but I think I did do a Instagram post. But this is just a killer card. 1999 Upper Deck Ovation, Mickey Mantle, piece of history, 500 home run club. Just a freaking monster card, in my opinion. The Babe Ruth obviously is the biggest card from the set, but man, this has got to be a strong number 2. I just love this design of this set. It makes me want to get the whole set. I know they're super expensive. I looked at the Mays and the Aaron, and they're $700, $800 sometimes. This was under $500, so I really thought I'd get a steal on it. Just love that card. And last but not least of my non-Griffey 90s cards or early 2000s is this 2001 Topps Golden Anniversary Johnny Bench. And again, it's not in the 90s, but it's still early enough that kind of close. This is a great insert auto set. There's a Mays, there's an Aaron. The thing that kills this set, there's no Griffey and no Frank Thomas. So two of the biggest stars weren't. Obviously, Griffey was an Upper Deck guy, but it just kind of kills the set for me a little bit because you don't have, some of the modern players. But you do have cards like Bench and Mays and Aaron, a lot of big time players. So it was still, and Sandy Koufax too. So this is a really good set to put together if you want to put together a great auto set. Now, moving on to my Griffey cards. I will do the ungraded first. Here is a 2000 Ultra Crunch Time. It's kind of like almost like a matte finish card. So a lot of design on it. It's just, an insert. Looks kind of cool. Matte finish. So didn't have that one, so I was glad to pick that up. Next up is a card I really like. These are not expensive at all, but I'll tell you why I picked it up. Got some tape residue from when I pull the tape off of it. But here is a 2000. Again, that's on the holder there. That was a little streak. But that is a 2000 gold medallion Ken Griffey Jr. Now, the reason I picked it up is because I just, not just, but I have the platinum version of this card at PSA getting graded. It's in QC2 right now. So I'll be able to get those grades sometimes next week. And that'll be a big card for me. It will not grade super high because I have some chipping on the card, but it'll be cool to get a platinum medallion back in my hands. And I'll now have the base card, the gold card, and the medallion all and kind of the whole rainbow. I'd love to get this card and the base card graded just to have them all graded next to each other. Oh, next up, here we go. Really cool card, Team Timber. So this is from 1997 Topps. I believe this is Series 1. This was the hardest to get insert in that series, besides I think some of the refractors from some of the sets. But this was the hardest to get regular base card or regular insert card. And this came back at Gem Mint 10. These cards curl because of how they made these cards. They're not really wood. They're some sort of like laminate they did, and it curls really bad. And sometimes you get them out of pack and they're just already curling. This one's a 10. Very happy to have found that one. Next up, I just busted a box of Miami Bowman Chrome. I'll be posting that video soon. But this is the gold. So these were 1 in 12 packs. So the set's pretty big. So getting the Griffey was pretty tough. And you can tell the gold's here because the name is in gold compared to a regular black script. It's a 9. Obviously, not a, let's say, super rare card, but it's pretty hard to pull. And this card sold to me under $40. So to me, this is kind of undervalued. You don't see them that often. And I thought it was pretty cool. Now, the gold refractor version of that card is a killer. 99 Topps Chrome. This is a really awesome refractor. It's one of those cards that when you get it in hand, you're just like, wow. They do not make cards like this anymore with that much etching, that shininess. It's just, this is like pinnacle peak of refractor technology right here. Now, if the back would have had the refractor, then this card would have been like too hot to handle. That would have been just killer to have a double-sided refractor that looks like that. But all etch Ken Griffey Jr. It's a 9, so it's a really good grade, and I think that's one of the most beautiful refractors ever made. Next up is the Key Griffey card I picked up this go around. I've got some more coming in that are pretty big, but this is one that puts me over the top on some of my autograph sets I'm putting together. But it's the Upper Deck Legends from 1999. Century Legends, Griffey Jr. autograph. Now, the card itself is a mint 9, but the auto's a 9. I'll give you the reason why it is a mint 9 auto is that it's got one streak right there in the J. And the rest of the auto is clean. I mean, I get it. It's got one streak in it, but man, that's pretty tough to give it, and maybe you can say that's a little streaky there, but that's pretty solid. So I'd say like that is borderline 10 auto territory. So it really brought this card down in terms of value. If this would have been a 9 to 10 auto, I'd have paid a lot more for this card. So I was happy that the auto looks to me like a 10, in my opinion, not faded at all. Just a really strong auto. It just, the pin was a little light there. Hey, I'll take it. It looks great. It's going to go in my collection. And this puts me really close on some of my autos. I need 2 or 3 autos left. I need the Ionics for one. So I almost have all the base Griffey autos from the 90s. So getting really close on that set. All right, I'm going to go real quick. Here's some modern cards. I just did the video where I talked about Get Off My Lawn. about collecting modern cards, where I don't, like a lot of modern cards anymore because I'm getting older, blah, blah, blah. Watch that video if you want my take on what it feels like to get old as a collector and how you don't like new stuff. But here's, the fact is I still collect new stuff, just not as much as I did before. And it doesn't do it as much for me. Because again, I don't do this very often. If you watch my videos of my mail days, you don't see me with a lot of stuff from the last 4 or 5 years, in baseball especially. But here's some baseball cards I did pick up. I was in some breaks, and Whatnot got me on some of the stuff. But Tremar Johnson. So again, he's a Pirate. So that's really why I picked that up. Bobby Wood Jr. Sapphire. I like the Sapphire rookie cards. Here's a PSA 10. He's not off to a great start, so we'll see what happens. He just got named PSA's like spokesperson or something. I don't know. So, but Bobby Wood Jr., the PSA 10 Sapphire rookie card. And then as a New Yorker, I picked up this one, Pete Crow gold or orange. And numbered to 25. There you go. And so just have, a Met card. This is something, again, for card show purposes, not PC. Now, my dad's a Cardinal fan, so he's really hyped about Jordan Walker. And I think he's off to he got a hot start and it kind of cooled down. But here's a base, here's a refractor, and then here are some more Walkers. Picked him up. Going to keep a few of them. Here's another refractor, rated PSA 9. A Sapphire graded a 9. Another Sapphire graded a 9. And then a Sapphire graded a 10. We'll see. I mean, these are things like these are definitely high risk, maybe high reward type scenario cards. But my dad's a big Cardinal fan, and so it'd be kind of cool if that does pan out. I picked this up because I love the set, this Japan Topps edition. I busted a box of this pretty recently as well. They're beautiful cards. These parallels and inserts, the cherry blossom inserts, are just, I think, really fun parallels. They're really pretty. So that's fun to pick up that Clemente. And it wasn't a lot of money, so it's just kind of fun. And then I really, really like this set. This is one of the best looking new modern insert sets I've seen in a long time. And I'm going to try to at least, I know they're going to have a Griffey at some point. They don't right now, but they're going to have it in multiple series. But it's the Hidden Gems, and I picked up the Willie Mays. And if you look at it, you can see it's got like a little, like almost like little gems embedded in the refractor. So it's a really different looking refractor. They're not numbered, so you don't know really how many of these are out there. But I'm very stoked to get this because I really think this is just a really cool version of a refractor that they haven't done before. These are super short prints, hard to get, and they're in all Topps products. So when the Griffey comes out, that's going to bankrupt me. I know it will, because there's so many Griffey Junior collectors, and here's what the back looks like if you want to see the back. But I definitely will want to get a Griffey, and I do not do modern Griffey cards. Anyone who watches my channel will say, like, I do not do Griffey modern cards, very, very rarely. And if I do one, it's going to be a retro, like a retro autographed Griffey card. Like, I want that 91 Stadium Club autographed Griffey they just did a couple years ago. So that's the only stuff I really want to do. But they do this as a Griffey, I will probably try to get it, and it will be super stupid expensive. And you can all make fun of me because I spent a lot of money on a modern Griffey. That probably will go down in value at some point, but I really want it if it comes out. All right, some vintage cards to end the day. 78 SGC 9 Reggie Jackson. I just love what this card looks like. I always love that swinging pose of Reggie, and there you go. Love it. Can't wait to maybe get this crossover to PSA. We'll see, but that's a very nice card. I looked at it, and it is very nice. Next up, I don't know, I got it out of order, but here is a Jim Palmer rookie card. Just got this. It is, it's a little off center, left to right. It's great color, great gloss, so it's not a terrible card. I got it in again. I had some cards at PWCC, and I had them shipped to me. This is one of them, the Jim Palmer. And the other one is this Walter Johnson. PSA 3 pitching pose with a sweet cap roll back. So these two just showed up this week. Glad to get these in the permanent collection of me holding them versus them at a vault somewhere. So, you know, Jim Palmer rookie and a Walter Johnson. And they're both older graded. You can, you know, these holders are definitely the older style. And last but not least is some cards I picked up that I'm putting the set together. I don't know if I did a video about some of these cards before, but the 61 Con set. So I'm putting the whole set together, and I found these on auction the other day. I'm very happy to get, move Ivy out of the way so she'll shadow the card. These are 8s, and these are really tough cards to find in 8s. Anything above a 6 is just pretty tough. But here is the Dick Schofield, PSA 8, and these have stats on the back. Early cons did not. Next up is the Hal Smith. This is a 7. There you go. And again, there's the stats on the back. And last but not least, Dick Stewart, Doctor Strange Glove himself, PSA 8. So 2 8s and a 7 to go into my set. This really gets me moving on this set a lot closer to getting done. I still need the Clemente. That's a dream card. So I have about 5 Clemente cards I really need. They're dream cards. Most of them are cons, and then the 68 3D. There you go. That's the mail day, guys. Let me know what you think. I know it's a little bit long, but I've been holding these cards for at least probably 4 months. So these are like 4 months of pickups all at once. And hopefully you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time on Cards and Comics. Bye.